What should you do when a random person sits on your bike? Well, I can't really tell you what you should do, but I can tell you what I did. And I'm not saying this is the right call. I just want to put it out there. My experience with this, what I did, how I handled it. I don't think necessarily that it was the best way, but I did try several times to handle it properly. And at the very least, I educated a lot of other people by doing this. I kind of became a meme in our town, not gonna lie. If you guys watch my last video, or a lot of my videos, you'll know that I'm from a very small town where everybody knows everybody else. And so I kind of became a joke because of how almost viral my how I handled it went. Because it doesn't take much, like 50 people share something and our entire town knows about it. That's just kind of how it works. You gotta keep in mind, 50 people is like 5% of the town. Anyway, so basically what happened was, one day I was sitting at home and I get a message from one of my friends. It's a screenshot, and the message says, "Isn't this your bike?" And the screenshot is a picture of a kid's Facebook profile, and his cover photo is him sitting on my bike. Now, I know it's my bike because I've got a lot of custom mods done to it. It's very recognizable. This wasn't from our town, this was from the town that I go to school in, which is a bit bigger. But I still knew the kid, like I recognized the kid's name, knew one of his older siblings, kind of. It's a long story. There's always some connection with any name that you hear around here. So I knew that it was local, and the kid has a picture as his cover photo of him sitting on my bike in a parking lot. And I know perfectly well that the kid isn't even old enough to ride. He's like probably 15, I'd say. So he's not old enough to have his own motorcycle, I know that. And it's very clearly mine, like there's no question about it whatsoever. You can tell it's my bike. You can tell that the parking lot is a parking lot that I'm always in. Like, everybody knows it's my bike. And a couple of my friends were like, well, let us just have some fun with it, and we'll, you know, question them about it a little bit, see what happens. It'll be funny. And I didn't, like, I was a little bit upset, but I didn't really care too bad. So I was like, yeah, sure, whatever, go for it. I sent him a friend request because I wanted to get in on it too. He didn't accept it. Ooh, there was a little bit of speed wobble. That's nice. But he accepted the friend request from one of the people that I was sitting with at the time. He didn't know the other person, he didn't know me, but clearly he knew well enough that that was my bike. I tried to message him privately and talk to him about it. He wouldn't accept the message request. Other people tried to message him about it. He wouldn't acknowledge it at all. He was still leaving it up as his cover photo. So I decided I needed to do something about it. I didn't care so much about the fact that he sat on my bike. He didn't have it up off the kickstand or anything. It wasn't a huge concern to me. And like, if people ask, I let them take pictures on my bike. There's no reason he couldn't have came over to me and asked, hey, can I take a picture on your bike? I wouldn't have cared. So what I did was I took a screenshot of the picture and I posted it on Facebook, and I wrote a nice caption that was, you know, a solid paragraph long, just kind of explaining why this was bad, that you can't just go sit on someone's bike. It's like if I had a convertible and you figured just because you could get access to it because the top was down, that it was okay for you to just jump in and take a selfie in my convertible. Like, it's ridiculous. Why do people think that just because we can't close our doors, lock our doors, that they have the right to do whatever they want on our bikes? Yeah, I don't care a whole lot, but there's a lot of people that do. Like, everyone that I talk to that rides said they would have beat the crap out of him. So it's like, he's incredibly lucky that it was just me, because I really don't care that bad. But he needs to learn that lesson. And I feel like there's a lot of other people that don't know that either, that don't really realize that it's not okay to sit on someone's bike. I don't remember the details of the post exactly. This was like a month ago. But basically, his sister messaged me. She was quite upset about it because it was getting shared a lot. And people were saying not very nice things in the comments about him. I just made an example out of it. I never said anything insulting or hurtful or whatever, but a lot of other people did, and I couldn't stop that. I wasn't gonna stop that. It's not like I didn't feel the same way, I just didn't necessarily think it was right to do that. And I told her, like, all I want is for him to remove it from his cover photo. That's it, and I want an apology. I want him to talk to me and own up to it. I just want him to realize what he did was wrong and apologize for it. The options are this post circulates for a while, educates some people, and then dies down. Yeah, it's gonna hurt his reputation, but that's part of doing illegal things. That's like trespassing, stealing, vandalism. So I told her the options are that, or I can take it down and I can go to the police instead and we can deal with it that way. That shut her up real quick. People around here really don't like dealing with the police at all. And I'm one of them. I'm not gonna lie. Calling the police is the last thing that I ever wanted to do over something like this. Especially given that I don't really care. So she said, I'll get him to apologize to you, and then you can take it down. And I said, perfect, that's exactly what I want. That's all I wanted in the first place. He refused to do it. He was being not very mature and would not apologize. He did take it down as his cover photo. He also blocked me on Facebook, so he couldn't even talk to me to apologize if we wanted to. Yeah, so that was it. So I like I said, if I didn't get an apology, I let the post run its course. But I got about like 50 or 60 shares. Pretty much everyone in my town knew about it. To be honest, I'm pretty happy with that. I honestly think that this is the best outcome. What he did was wrong. He could have been in a lot worse trouble than that. And at least this way, people would have seen that on Facebook and actually realized that I can't do that. So in the end, I think it's best because, like, what would have happened had it been another person's bike? And God forbid he does it to an actual biker and gets shot or something like that. He learned, a lot of other people learned. As I said, I completely turned into a meme in our town. Everywhere I go, literally, like, it's a month and a half later, and every time I'm out in public, someone asks, hey, can I take a picture on your bike? I don't think I've been out in public for a day in the last month or two that I haven't heard that. People that I don't even know ask me, and it's hilarious, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not butthurt over it. Or like I said, if you want to take a picture on my bike, you can go for it. I really don't care. It's just a lot of other people don't tolerate that very well. And I can't blame them at all. Yeah. That's how I became the meme of the town. I'm done filming for today, guys. I've been out riding around doing nothing for quite a while. So, as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.